But you only have to look at, when you're watching a Grand Prix, and you look at the different types of horses that are at Grand Prix, and there's never the same. Some have short legs, some have long legs, they're all different colours, they're different temperaments, some looks like the rider's doing all the work and the horse is having a holiday, and some people look like the horse is running away and you have to calm them down. So it doesn't mean that whatever you are saying, you have to believe in your horse. Simple. So if you think your horse gives you the feeling that it's going to do Grand Prix, and that's normally to do with the reactions that you feel, then we have to trust that. You know, obviously we have to start with the paces and the temperament. Sometimes they can be like professors when they're 5 years old, or they learn it. And some horses also are very natural, and some horses still may not be the most talented physically, but the mental part is very important. So this is again a feeling of a fairly relaxed horse in the mind, but it's not a horse that wants to be through. So when we say what is through, through means lifting its back, carrying its neck, and softness. So it's nearly there, and now I start to feel it. Now the horse feels settling in my contact and becoming more through. So again, why is it sometimes not through? Sometimes because the self-carriage is not always on its own. So she's trying to find her balance, and sometimes she finds her balance with her neck a little bit higher. And some horses, like the last one, find their balance with their necks a little bit lower. And then you, of course, there's always some that are perfect to ride on a bit. And you can see again, it's almost easier in the canter to have her more through. And why is it easier in the canter? Because in canter you have more impulsion, and in trot the horse has a little bit less impulsion. Good. And now, again, I start to find it in the trot. And then you get a nice feeling. I know they're not my best transitions, but we just try and first of all feel the paces. So again, you can see here, the horse wants to carry the neck higher to find her balance. And this takes some time to turn the balance onto the hind legs and off the forehand. So even when you give her the reins here, what her natural instinct is to go this way, instead of to stretch a little bit. So that's something that as a rider you would have to work on so that this really happens, because this is what you call good basics. And the basics have to be really there for the horse to progress. up the ladder. But big paces again, you see a good rhythm in the walk as well. That feels like a nice marching walk. Thank you. Thank you. So, I think that the rideability has to be worked on, because the horse has to be through on the bit so that you can have the horse to be more supple. And as I said, that's something you can feel even on a long rein there, how the horse still needs to learn to use its body. But the paces themselves are fine. So the rideability I give a 6.5 to, and the paces we would give a 7.5 to. Thank you.